I never imagined I'd quit my job after becoming a mother, but something inside me changed the moment I held my baby in my arms. Suddenly, the life I had been living, the routine, the long commutes, the stress no longer felt right. At first, I tried to convince myself that I could do both, be a dedicated mother and continue working like before. But deep down, I knew I wanted something different. I wanted to be free. Free from schedules that didn't fit my new reality. Free from answering to someone else's demands. Free to create a life that worked for me and my family. More than anything, I wanted to be there for my baby. I didn't want to miss the little moments, the first smile, the first words, the first steps because I was stuck at work. I wanted to be the one to comfort my child when he cried, to watch him grow, and to give him all the love and attention they needed. Stepping away from my job also opened my eyes to something I had never considered before: self-employment. For years, I believed that a stable job was the only way to make a living. But quitting made me see that there were other opportunities out there. I started exploring ways to work for myself, to create a career that allowed me to earn money while still having time for my family. And it wasn't just about my baby, it was about my whole family. My partner, my home, the people who mattered most to me. I realized how much my job had taken me away from them. I wanted to be present, not just physically but emotionally, without the constant exhaustion that came with juggling too much at once. Financially, leaving my job actually made sense. My workplace was far from home, and by the time I factored in transportation, childcare, and other work-related expenses, I was barely making anything. I was spending more just to keep the job than I was actually bringing home. It was a cycle that didn't make sense anymore, and I knew I had to break free from it. So I made the decision. I walked away from my job, not because it was easy, but because it was right. And in doing so, I gained something so much more valuable: time, freedom, and the chance to build a life that truly fits the person I've become. To the woman who's torn between her full-time job and being there for her baby, I see you. I've been you, and I know how heavy that decision feels. You're not weak for wanting to be present. You're not selfish for choosing your baby. And you're not failing for feeling like you can't do it all. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to pause, to ask yourself, what kind of life do I want for me and for my family? If your heart is whispering that your baby needs you, listen. If you're feeling pulled toward freedom, peace, and purpose, trust that feeling. It's not fear. It's your wisdom trying to lead you. And if you're a spiritual woman, take it to God. Pray about it. Speak your heart and ask Him for clarity. He knows your path even when you're unsure of your next step. He can open doors you've never considered and give you peace that no job title ever could. Leaving a full-time job doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means you're creating new ones that fit the woman you are now, the mother you've become, the life you're ready to build. Yes, it might be uncomfortable at first. It might take faith, but sometimes stepping away from what's familiar is exactly how you make space for what's truly fulfilling. You're allowed to choose slow mornings, baby giggles, and purpose over pressure. You're allowed to choose you. And if no one has told you this yet, you're doing an amazing job. You're not alone. And you have the strength and the grace to create a life that truly fits your soul. Thank you for your time. You're more than enough, Mom.